7 years ago, I was broke. I had less than $5,000 in the bank and I was making around $40,000 a year. 7 years later, I became a millionaire and my annual income surpassed half a million, 500,000. And I did this without any side hustle, no inheritance, no real estate empire, just a 9-to-5 career. What's going on, everyone? I am a former corporate employee who hit financial independence and millionaire status in my early 30s through a 9-to-5 career, strategic career moves, and what I would consider as very primitive financial planning. I am a practitioner that has done what he is suggesting, and on this channel, I'll aim to share practical strategies to build wealth and freedom without endless hustle culture, complicated investing, or extreme frugality. Here's exactly how I did it and how hopefully you can too. In 2017, I made around $40,000 a year and I had less than $5,000 saved. I knew and felt that I was worth more, but my paycheck didn't reflect it. Watching coworkers at higher levels making more than I was earning and being passed up for promotion was really frustrating back then. But all it did was put a chip on my shoulder. I wanted to earn more, not so that I can just spend it, but because I had a big why. That big reason was to pay off my parents' mortgage. And making $40,000 a year, even though that's nothing to scoff at, it would have taken me years. So instead of waiting around for a small raise, I went for a big leap and landed a role at a tech company that nearly tripled my income to $110,000. And at the same time, I kept my expenses crazy low, smaller apartment, same car, and same lifestyle. By the end of 2018, I had saved nearly $50,000, and I would say this was life-changing, and I started to build some real momentum. In 2019, I got promoted to $160,000 a year, but my lifestyle didn't change. Same car, same habits, same apartment. I saved nearly everything, about 70% of my income, and at the same time, no debt, no risky bets, just a high yield savings account and company stock that would vest later on. Also at this time, living with my girlfriend, who is now my wife, helped tremendously. We split expenses. She rented her basement and her tenants covered her mortgage for her. And in 2020, we got married, combined our finances, and ultimately sold her house. And with the proceeds from her house plus my savings, we did something that almost nobody does anymore. We paid cash for our home. Now, I know some people are thinking that there's gonna be two ends of the spectrum here. Some people might be like, great job. Some people might be thinking, hey, you could have gotten a better return if you took out a mortgage and invested the rest. And honestly, they're absolutely right. On paper, my net worth might be a little bit higher today, but if I would have taken that latter advice of just not paying my mortgage, but my goal wasn't to squeeze out the highest possible return. My goal was freedom. The peace of living mortgage-free can't be measured in spreadsheets. No monthly payment meant less stress, more security, and more confidence to take on risks in my career. If I would have followed the conventional wisdom of keeping the mortgage, like I alluded to earlier, I might have a little bit more money, but I doubt I would have been any happier. In fact, I think I'll likely be carrying some stress, and I probably would have been a lot more cautious when big opportunities came later for career moves. The fact is this single move wiped out the biggest expense most households carry. Suddenly, instead of sending thousands a month to a bank, we could start investing rather aggressively. And honestly, the peace that comes from living mortgage-free, you only understand once you've been there. In 2021, we started to relax a little, got new cars, renovated our home, continued to become more generous than ever before, and really started to enjoy life. Then 2022 hit. This was the year of resignation. I updated my LinkedIn and landed a role that got my income to $400,000. So it took roughly 5 years to go from 40,000 to 400K. By 2023, our net worth surpassed 800,000. And in 2024, my compensation just continued to increase and we crossed the millionaire mark, where our net worth was over 1 million. So that's about 6 to 7 years where I went from a net worth of 5,000 to 1 million. And none of this happened from chasing crypto, flipping houses, or starting 10 side hustles. And I'm not saying that it can't, because we see it every day, but for me, it came from years of boring and consistent habits. This is the real payoff. The best part wasn't just hitting 7 figures. It was the freedom to take care of the people we care about. We paid off my parents' mortgage, which was the initial goal that I had when I embarked on this journey 8-9 years ago. We paid off my in-laws' mortgage as well. We were able to step in and help friends when they needed it most. And once that foundation was solid, once giving came first, we started to allow ourselves to splurge and become even more generous. We bought all our cars for cash. We always have a Tesla Model Y, a Ford F-150 Lightning Platinum for us, and even bigger gifts, a Toyota Tundra, a Prius, and a Tesla Model S, which we gifted to our family. Throughout this entire journey, I want to be clear, we didn't deprive ourselves. We just delayed the toys until after the foundation was built. And when they came, they were guilt-free. Real wealth isn't just about keeping the money to yourself. It's about using it to create freedom for yourself and for those around you. So wrapping this up, what I've learned on this journey comes down to a couple of principles, really 5 principles. Number 1, treat your job like a business. Most people treat their career passively. I treated mine like my main asset, building skills and making data-driven moves that doubled and tripled my pay. Number 2, one big income beats 7 tiny ones. You don't need side hustles if you can just learn to maximize the career that already pays you well. Focus beats scattered energy majority of the time. The third piece, boring investing wins majority of the time as well. I didn't chase crypto, day trading, or quick flips, just steady investing, index funds, and just letting time do the heavy lifting. And it wasn't even that long of a period. The other piece, lifestyle creep kills wealth quietly. Every raise that you get is an opportunity either to upgrade your lifestyle or to accelerate your wealth. I chose the second. And the last piece, number 5, a clear plan beats random hustle any day. It's not about just working harder. It's about knowing where you're going. And once I had a plan, every decision that I made, from promotions to cars, fit into the bigger picture. Therefore, you don't need a side hustle to hit 7 figures. You need a plan, discipline, and some patience. Nobody wants to hear those things. Thank you for making it this far into the video. And if this video helped you or expanded your perspective in any kind of way, hit subscribe. I'm glad you're here.